Hello everybody and welcome to day 14 of the Daily Language Diary. I can't believe it's already been 2 full weeks. That is just amazing. I'm really excited about today's video. Hang on. Because ever since day 5, when I started re-listening to my favorite French podcast and I told you all about it, and I was pulling books off the shelf from authors like Marc Levy, who was the guest of that podcast episode, I've been really looking forward to finally pulling off one of those books from the shelf and just seeing if I can still read it, or if I can at least still enjoy it. And there's one book in particular that I really have been looking forward to reading again. In fact, I did a video all the way back in 2020, maybe 2021, when I was in Oakland. And it was this lovely video, I'll link it down below. And I shared how I had just enjoyed pulling off a few books and just reading a few sentences. And this book was featured in that video. It's Mes Amis, Mes Amours from Marc Levy. And as I mentioned in both those videos, the bookmark is still in there. It's still in the same place that it was when I stopped reading it many years ago. And for some reason, it just feels like the perfect place to restart my French reading journey. So I'm gonna do some Babbel study on my walk. I used to do that all the time way back in the day. And once I get home, I wanna get cozy, cup of herbal tea, you know the drill. And I think I wanna give it a try. I'm so curious to see how it's gonna go. I have no idea if I'll be able to read it just fine or if I'll be completely lost, but we're gonna find out.
Salut, je m'appelle Lena.
Salut, moi c'est John.
Ah, John, tu es américain?
Je suis français, mais mon père est américain. Et toi, tu as un petit accent. Tu n'es pas française, je me trompe?
Non, je suis allemande. Et ma mère est italienne.
Oh, tu es trilingue, c'est génial!
All right, here we are at the bookshelf. It's time to pick our book. This is it, and if we just flip through it, there it is. This is the bookmark. It's on page 136. Wow, that's just so crazy to me. I love doing things like this. It's like planting little seeds that I'll find one day. I didn't know it will be this many years later. Yeah, 9 or 10 years. It's pretty crazy. But with that being said, I'm gonna make a note of that page, but it's time to take out that bookmark and it's time to have a new beginning. And I cannot wait to see how this goes. I have no idea. I don't know. It's just like, it took me so long to be able to read novels in French. I mean, yeah, it's really difficult. So I just don't know if I still have that kind of vocabulary or not. It's gonna be so interesting to find out. So how about we get comfy and let's do this. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. I'm so excited. Oh, what a magical time this is, honestly. This has just been a magical 2 weeks. Guys, I can't believe this. I just read the whole first page and I think there's like one word that I'm not exactly sure what it means, but it doesn't matter. It's not important. I mean, other than that, every single word, it's just all flooding back to me. Not even just the language, but just the emotions. And again, I talked about this the other day, but there's just something so special about French. It just has this magical quality, and so do other languages. So I'm not saying French is unique, but it is unique in each language, right? It just feels different. And I guess with French, it was just such a huge part of me that it's just so crazy feeling that again. And you know, I actually like to read out loud whenever I'm reading books in foreign languages, if possible. And as I'm reading this, I'm actually acting it out. I am genuinely like in character. And so they're talking about a girl that they're watching and they think it looks like somebody from their class. And then when he's just like, oh, qu'est-ce que j'ai pu être amoureux d'elle? Like, you know, and so I'm really, really just getting into it. And then it's so funny. There's a line at the bottom where he's like, toi aussi, tu lui faisais ses devoirs de maths pour qu'elle t'embrasse? And he's like, c'est dégueulasse ce que tu dis. I don't know. This is why I said the other day when I was saying that when I read novels in French, especially by Marc Levy and David Fuenquinos, I honestly think 50% of the times that I laugh, it's probably not even that funny to a native French speaker, but I just find it so entertaining. I think especially when you've spent so much time around those speakers, watching films, visiting, you know, as you read the words on the page, it's so clear in your mind. You know exactly how the author intended those words to be spoken. And I think that is just such a magical place to be with a language that you learned as an adult. You know, it just feels so much more special and magical. And so, I mean, I'm one page in and I'm already just like tumbling down a mountain of love straight back into French reading. Just like, oh, this is so nice. Okay, sorry, this probably sounds overly dramatic, but all right, let's keep going. I've got the jazz music on in the background, just like I used to do. I'm sitting here with my herbal tea. I'm hanging out with you guys. I mean, this is just perfect. Pourquoi c'est dégueulasse? Elle embrassait tous les garçons qui avaient plus de 14 sur 20. Je viens de te dire que j'étais fou amoureux d'elle. Alors, on ne dîne pas ensemble, sauf si tu prends le train avec moi. Je travaille demain. Viens travailler là-bas. Ne recommence pas. Qu'est-ce que tu veux que je fasse à Londres? Être heureux. Oh! All right, we have our answer. I can still read this. I just read like the whole first chapter and it was just beautiful. It was so smooth. Just completely getting into character, acting all the scenes out and just having such a wonderful time. And I actually specifically read the story that Marc Levy talked about in the podcast, which I shared with you on episode 5. Reading that story in here, knowing the backstory and the context from real life where it actually happened. I mean, wow, this is just so delightful. I truly did not know how this was gonna go. And I'm so delighted. I don't even know what to say. I'm just so happy. That was amazing. I think I'll just end this diary episode here. I'm gonna get this edited, uploaded, and then I think I'm just gonna spend the rest of my night reading this book in French and doing some drawing studies. I mean, I'm just over the moon. I'm just feeling so grateful right now. As always, thank you all so much for being here. I would love to know your thoughts about reading in foreign languages in the comments. Do you have any experiences with it? Are you reading any books right now? Or do you perhaps aspire to do this one day? I cannot recommend it enough. I'd love to know how you're all feeling about reading, or just in general. How's your language learning going? Please do let me know. I've been loving reading all the comments. Okay, everybody, have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 15.